It was a dark day for democracy in our nation's capital. Good evening to you. I'm Graham Olkins. The Louisiana Republican was among several people shot this morning. We've just gotten a new update on his injuries. WAFB's Kevin Frey joins us from D.C. tonight with the latest.
Hey there, Graham. The president just tweeted out a little while ago that after his visit, he noted that Scalise was in very tough shape now. MedStar Hospital, where he is being treated, says Scalise is in critical condition and will need to undergo additional operations. We're also learning a little bit more about that bullet. It apparently hit his hip, fractured bones, injured internal organs, and caused what they described as severe bleeding. He needed multiple units of blood transfusions. Now, as you can imagine, news about this shooting ricocheted across the nation's capital, shaking it to its core.
Shots being fired, and there are people running, possibly victims involved.
Gunfire rang out early this morning in Alexandria, Virginia, just outside D.C. A gunman took aim on those practicing for an annual charity baseball game. 4 people were shot. All survived, including a congressional staffer, a lobbyist, a police officer, and House Majority Whip Steve Scalise, who was shot in the hip.
He dragged himself after he was shot from near second base about 10 or 15 yards into the field.
You hear run, he's got a gun. You don't think about it, you run.
Capitol Police returned fire, killing the 66-year-old shooter from Illinois who was recently homeless and posted anti-Trump sentiments online. A congressman says the gunman asked him which political party was practicing there.
I responded that it was a Republican team practicing, and he proceeded to shoot Republicans. You take that for what it's worth.
Scalise is known for his love of baseball, even handing out commemorative baseball bats to fellow House members when he ran for his leadership post in 2014.
It's incredibly sobering, recognizing how quickly things can change. Steve has daughters. Steve is married.
Congressman Garrett Graves rushed to check on Scalise at the hospital this morning. Graves says that today's shooting just outside D.C. holds many lessons, much like the ambush on police in Baton Rouge last summer.
Look, there's similarities here. There are takeaways here. Whenever you have a community that's divided, you have a situation like that and it brings people together. And you have to make sure that you fully appreciate the lesson learned there and you apply it. And so in this case, that's exactly what needs to happen. We can disagree. We can represent conservative and liberal areas around the country in our diverse nation. But ultimately, we have got to come together, find common ground, and address many of the solutions that people actually sent us here to address, as opposed to just sitting here and fighting.
Now, we also spoke to both Louisiana senators today. They struck a defiant tone. Take a listen.
I think most people around here all day felt like I do. They feel awful. They feel terrible. They feel sad that it's come to this. They feel mad that there's so much. Some people hate so much.
It is not just an assault upon Steve Scalise, it is an assault upon democratic institutions. Somebody wants to come in and destroy the ability of an elected representative to exist and to represent the people who sent he or she to Washington.
Now, looking forward, Senator Bill Castro, you just heard there, told me that it's important that they get back to work doing the people's business. Otherwise, he said, the gunman has won. Reporting in Washington, I'm Kevin Frey, WAFB 9 News. Graham.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much.